Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the next 4 weeks. We're going to dive into it right away by pulling some symbols. This is going to give us a general idea of what is coming your way or what's leaving your life. A month that I pulled, we can look at the numerical meaning. And then I'm going to jump into the coffee cup. That's going to give us the events, the people, the gossip part of this one. And then at the end, I'm going to pull some cards for each week, which is going to show us the past, the present, and the future, what's coming your way, what's affecting it. And so, yeah, that's the plan so far. So if you enjoy these readings, don't forget to comment down below and let me know. And always push the subscribe button and the notification so you can see more of these. Tulip is a beautiful sign here. It seems like there's a great passion manifesting for you. We have the grapes right here. Time to go out and have fun. Would love that, right? And the apple, temptation will test you. I feel like August is number 8, which is material satisfaction as numerical meaning. Karma, ending a cycle. So this can be a cycle. Maybe you're starting a great passion, but then you're not really continuing it. You're just leaving it halfway. Or other things, other temptations actually distract you from the path that you're on. I feel like overall, Gemini, you are an air sign, you're highly intellectual, and also you like to have fun, you like to communicate, socialize with people. So the areas that you're having fun are really actually fun for all. And it's probably maybe not only you, maybe you're entertaining people as well, like a stand-up comedian or like theater can be, even if it's in the work field of some mechanical things like accounting or banking, can be still you have such like bright ideas basically. But the thing is, when you're going out there, having fun and coming up with new ideas, also creating something, maybe living your life, you might get tempted to go in the directions that can really steal that passion from you. Okay, so be careful with that. Number 8 is August. I told you it's about material satisfaction, so that's why I interpret it in the sense of material. However, now it's just coming to me. This can even be a relationship that you're going to be experiencing or a new friendships that you're forming. Maybe you are a true giver, and the temptation to give a lot more than you receive might actually really turn things sour. Be aware of that, okay? We have a stork here, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. While you're dealing with that, we have a rat here, someone working against you behind your back. So if this is a contract that you're working on or maybe negotiations that you're on, there's somebody who's going to be, like in either case, doing things behind your back. So be aware of that. We have the heart, love, deep affection and caring, and a nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And not only that, I feel like this is also something that you're forming as well at the same time. And the deal is we have a birth. This can be birth of a new relationship too, okay? And be watchful of who you're allowing into your heart and life, because there might be multiple options you have, and one of them is bringing the heart. The other might be bringing the sneaky energy, okay? Let's see what's happening inside the cup. This is going to make it a little more clear when it comes to person. Oh, wow. Massive. You can see that massive. The evil eye. So you're being watched basically. And I see someone climbing on like a hill here, trying to come into your life, your heart. It seems like some of you might be getting people from the past. When you start to enjoy yourself, the temptation can be going back to the past person. Now it makes clear, because this person can be someone who cannot really stand you being happy. And this happens. Unfortunately, this happens on this planet Earth, on this day and age. There's 3 billion people, maybe more on the planet now. People still come back to haunt you. Okay, this happens. And I feel like here, this is also a test for you. This time, within this next 4 weeks, if that such thing happens, it's you not getting that tempted to go back because you think, oh, this time it's going to be different. If it was different, the attitude would be different. The attitude would be like, okay, I don't want to disturb you anymore type of attitude. Or maybe your love language is like giving and receiving gifts, and this time around will come with gifts, okay? But the thing is, there are eyes on you, basically. Maybe you're also stepping into an extremely attractive era. The eyes are the people are turning around, your energy is magnetic. You're attracting a lot of compliments at the same time, maybe forming, like, creating jealousy within people. This can create some sort of like heaviness around you, like maybe feeling tired, clumsy, and also stressed out because of the things happening around you. That's can be caused by an evil eye. In order to get rid of it, you can actually practice prayer, meditation, not really meditation, but prayer, and also cleansing rituals, okay? Like burning sage and stuff. Kind of sounds a little not really something that works. But the thing is, everything is energy. And I feel like when you burn a sage, you're turning the sage's energy into the smoke that actually transforms things, okay? Another thing I have here, there are 3 legal papers. One of them has a letter K on it. I already see someone's face right there. You can see this looks like the rat. Like, it's not very clear here, but I can see that. You can see the rat right there. K can mean the name of this rat. I see V-I-K, V-I-P maybe. This person might be someone who's trying to create an environment, making you think that they have like a special thing in their head or special space. It can be VIP club that they're just making you think, oh, it's such a special space. We don't allow most of the people, so you cannot come in type of energy. I feel like you have other options, clear, better, more brighter options, which I see here. A roof can be about home. It can be about work. It can be about like going into a club, basically, some support group, a club. Do not just jump into the first thing or trying to fit into the first thing coming into your way, because it can be that rat actually trying to make it look like something worthy of more than what it is. And I see there are 2 other options are forming in front of you. One of them even has like a saxophone type of like you can see here, a tool, music, like something calming. It can be, like I said, even if this is like a sports club, even this is like a gym that you're going to be joining to, something, you have better options. Maybe you're not really aware at this time. It can be, I told you, it can be about a relationship too. But the thing is, when you connect, there are phone lines here, the connection with people, connection with people who has experience, or connection can be like going online and starting to research what's going on with this space rather than just believing blindly. It is going to connect you with like a massive web of people here. I see a letter E. V can mean the first name or the last name of a person. If this is about a job, it can be the name of the company. If this is about a place that you want to move, maybe in the name of that place, and the name of the street, if this is a home that you're looking for. So overall, there are better options for you, okay? Even if I didn't hit the example, what's happening in your life, there are better options for you. There's a better crowd that will be supporting you. This can be even a neighborhood. The neighbors are being better and more supportive. And so it seems like, yeah, the V, that's going to be your victory. You're going to see the outcome right away. And this person, I told you, they're hanging on the cliff. You're leaving them on the cliff. Okay, you're not, maybe they're creating cliffhangers for you. They're telling you, oh, if you don't do that, this won't happen. Or maybe they're just texting you once, if this is someone that you want to have a relationship, and not responding for 3 days. That's a cliffhanger. So you're leaving them on the cliff too. You're saying, you know what? No, I don't need that. As soon as you walk away from it, there is a massive victory within. The environment shows up within the 2nd week. The V shows up within the 3rd week. So there's a victory happening. Okay. When I say victory, you might be waiting for like celebrations like that. Like people are congratulating you. Maybe you're imagining something massive in the scale, but the victory can be also being in a peaceful environment, having that peace in your heart, okay, and clarity about the future and a roadmap of what's going to happen next, okay? That kind of clarities are actually the best victory. The heart, actually, the end of the heart kind of looks like a V as well. So that's your like being open, authentic, truthful, being able to be yourself in a relationship is the victory. Actually, it's not like receiving gifts and flowers, and which are good parts of it. But they're extra. They're not the foundation of certain things. I feel like for some of you, it might not be even an extra, but it's not the long-standing foundation, like a ground. What is that called? Pillar. The pillar of the things that you're trying to form. I see there's a chunk of money showing up within the 4th week, and I see there's a man, a big man. Kind of reminds me of there was a Wreck-It Ralph. There was a game. Kind of looks like that kind of a person here. He's holding a broom, but this is not a person who's there to wreck it, only there to clean it up. That's why I feel this doesn't have to be someone who's only destructive. This can be someone maybe you're bringing in to really take out the garbage, like detect the garbage part. If this is a home maybe you purchased and it has like a trash plumbing, for example, you bring the Wreck-It Ralph here. I don't know if his name is Ralph though, I'm just making it up. I see a letter P, maybe Patrick, L, Larry, Peter. So it can be a person who's actually coming there and just analyzing and looking at the stuff, and it's cleaning up the parts with a broom that are not really going to be useful for you. Can also be like an advisor. This can also you becoming this person. Maybe that's what you always want to do, and you are actually finally gaining authority within the 4th week and starting to do that for maybe others. And this can be like looking at other people's, if you're maybe a book editor, that's also, I feel like what they do. You look at something that has value, but there's some parts are missing, some parts are extra, and maybe you are evaluating that and doing a cleanup job there, okay? Which is in a positive sense. This doesn't mean that like destructing somebody else's intellectual property, okay? It's in the positive sense, you're adding to it. And I see that is going to bring a flow of abundance. You can see right here, I told you there's a chunk of money. Maybe you're getting paid for this thing, or maybe this is going to open up new doors for you. The thing that you do here, the cleaning up. It can be in the literal sense, by the way. Don't take it in the wrong way, because like I see on social media right now, people are cleaning up spaces, very cluttered environments. They get funding for that, and which is they're doing the God's work basically, because they go to certain people's homes and then, you know, giving, like elevating their lifestyle. Basically, it's a huge energy that they're putting out there. And I heard that they're getting funding and stuff from because of that, which is a good thing. Okay, so it can be something like that as well. Another thing I want to show you, that there is a fountain of youth flowing into your life. So this can be, and even filling a cup here for you. Cup is emotional satisfaction. So this can open up an emotionally satisfactory, like a floodgates as well. For example, your messages, your comments in the comment section below, okay? Those are actually a fountain of youth for me. And every time I see them, respond to them, I love your comments. Okay, so please do comment down below if any of this resonated with you, or if there's something happening in your life that actually is taking you towards that direction of the fountain of youth. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I can see in your heart, you don't have a clarity about a subject. I see horns here, and you can see the candle forming already. This kind of looks like number 3, which symbolizes creativity. Okay, your desire is something. Wow, something is that you want that you don't really think it can happen initially, but maybe you're wishing it, but you don't believe it's a possibility initially. But it seems like it is coming forward when you stick to the idea, that desire. It's like, instead of maybe saying that I want this, but deep down in the back of your mind, I don't know how this is going to happen, it's impossible kind of type of like thoughts. If you have them, it's time to clear them out, because what you think about, you'll bring about. Okay. Another thing, I told you that there was a candle in your heart space. The candle indicates wishes. I feel like candle is a type of sacrifice as well, because it's a practice, the fire practice, that you light something up, and in order to put energy out there, in order to get the energy that you want. And it seems like that's actually opening up a pathway here for you. It can be in a traditional sense. Maybe you go to church and burn up a candle. You can actually like write your desires and sacrifice them to the fire, burning them. Is that? Or it can be like doing a candle meditation, watching even like on their videos that you can watch the video and see. And I see that this is going to, it's not going to be like right out in the open. The things are starting to fall like Legos in the right place. I see there's a child here. You can see the horse above them. You can see the man above them as well. The man, even though it doesn't have hair, I felt like a little bit maybe a female vibe too. Horse is wish fulfillment. It just is gonna start with the small wishes. The boy, little baby, symbolizes that it's gonna start with the small wishes coming into your life, and then it's gonna upgrade to the wiser, bigger picture. The thing here is, I see there's a devil. I told you I saw the horns here, but this devil's horn is broken now, because I feel like this is you. When you start pursuing your desire, the devil's horn is going to break. Meaning if there's anything like those kind of like intrusive thoughts holding you back, they're going to break. They're just, it's going to be one horn. Yes, it's going to still keep coming forth, but you're going to have a control over it. The thing is, we have here a block, the block of something, block of iron, block of thoughts, block of a door, blocking something. But it seems like here this can be also turned into a bridge. Something that you think right now is something problematic. Maybe if this is about a business, you're missing a paperwork, it's literally maybe calling you to look into it and turn that into a bridge instead of a path, like something blocking your pathway. Like take the door basically and just tie some ropes around it and turn it into a bridge. And this is not in the literal sense, but if that's the case, go ahead. So that will lead you towards the horse even faster. So start to try to see the better, the solution inside of the problem. And I also have here a big bang happening, kind of looks like an explosion. This is outside of your area. It's not in your energy field. Within the second week, something might be happening. But the thing is, this kind of explosions, the remnants affect the surroundings as well. So something might be happening outside of you, in the environment that you're living in, but not really in your home. But it can have a brightening effect here because we see the crescent moon. Crescent moon can symbolize a victorious moment for you, a victory that you're going to gain over the situation, an authority that you will gain over a certain situation. Okay, so it's about maybe not only seeing the things from the bright side, or also seeing what positive things can actually, this kind of things outside your comfort zone happening, bring into your life. Okay, let's see what's happening with your tarot. I told you we're going to go past, present, and the future each week. Let's see what's happening within the first week, and if there's anything comes up that doesn't make sense, I'll pull some clarifiers. Okay, I'm using here the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, that's the past. Let's see. You showed up as the Queen of Swords here. This is your feminine side. Let's see. Okay, the Empress and the Four of Wands. It seems like the first week is going to start really strong feminine energy because we all have females here too. Some things that the logical investments that you made, logical actions that you have taken, or the words that you have spoken, or the ideas that you have written down are actually going to bring an authority to you, okay? You're going to make you an authority. Can be making you authority in a creative environment because Empress is a creative energy. It can also bring an upper hand when it comes to making creative decisions, okay? The Empress is the divine mother, the divine feminine. So she's also a part of the lovers, yes. But the thing is, I want to see a message for you here. This is not someone that is weak, okay? She's about creativity, nourishing yourself, nourishing the ideas. So it seems like you have done the logical part of the work. And it is going to also affect the present moment when it comes to first week. And this is also, if you have been sitting on something that's ready to be birthed in the world, this may be the time to do it. Okay, the first week can be actually you have done the maybe written down, planned it out, but you're afraid to put it out there. Empress basically tells me just don't hesitate anymore, just bring it forward, because what happens after that in the future, the Four of Wands is celebration. Okay, you're going to get the positive victory that you're desiring. You're going to be able to celebrate that. This can even bring an ending to a situation. Maybe I told you you're working on a creative project, you already written everything down. Now it's time to send it to an editor, or maybe multiple editors. Do not give up, by the way, because what happens is when we do something and send it out to one person and we get a rejection, we take it as, oh, okay, it's not meant. No, that's not the case. The case is it's not meant for that person to take it. Okay, it wasn't meant for them. There's somebody else out there that is still waiting for you to send it to them. So when you do, it's closing a cycle in your life, because Four of Wands is not only celebration and a wedding, it's about celebration of an era that's coming to an end. You finishing a cycle, starting a new thing here. Maybe being independent, maybe also this can be your demands that you're putting out there in a relationship to the creator or out there to the person in your life. And this can also bring that final victory, because Four of Wands can also indicate wedding if this is what you're desiring. The second week we have here Nine of Cups. Yes, you're starting with a lot of satisfaction, emotional satisfaction also. Wow, guys. Are you getting married? What's happening here? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Or are you starting a new job? I feel like this is affecting you financially, because we have 10 of Pentacles in the present moment. And also emotional satisfaction. It's bringing emotional satisfaction as well. This can be because we have 7 of Pentacles within the end of the future of the second week. You might get some sort of like, oh, why don't I see the results? You might be investing into something as well, maybe putting your work out there and you're seeing immediate successful results. But then maybe further on, you might get some blocks on the road. That's Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles doesn't mean, okay, it's never going to happen energy. It's about let the grapes grow, girl. Let them grow, okay? Do not pick them because they're all green right now, okay? So it requires some time to grow, because I feel like you have already accomplished some grapes here. You actually grow some grapes already, and you're maybe implicating the same formula into something else. And maybe being impatient with it can really block the process. So can be towards the end of the second week. Okay, I planted the seed. Now I'm going to let take over the natural course of growth. Okay, that can be very important to be patient with yourself and with the outcome. Let's see what's the third week holds for you. A tower moment, but you can see that she actually taken down the tower. Is this like a Rapunzel's tower? Do we see such a thing? Not really signs of that, but what we see here, there's a little cat scared, but this is your tower. Okay, you are crumbling down the tower. I want to see why are you doing that. Some things that you're expecting to happen. And while you're doing that, you're also taking down a structure that doesn't work. Is this about money? Is this about relationships, friendships? What's happening here, guys? What's happening there? Seven of Pentacles. What's this? Okay, this is your future investments. Four of Wands again. So it seems like that's, wow, Nine of Cups again. So Seven of Pentacles is not a long process for you. This is something that you're planning for the long term. You're seeing immediate results. And this is also another transformation. It's bringing another transformation, change of mind, another victory into your life, another celebration. Nine of Cups is full satisfaction. And after that, the tower that you're demolishing, maybe if this is about work, something is going to pay off right away, that you're going to end another thing maybe you have been putting off for a while now. This can be about relationship. Maybe you are like stepping into such a calm, cool, collected, calm and supportive relationship environment. You're going to let the other stuff that doesn't serve you crumble down. Wow. Okay, lovers, as we can see, can be about finding a perfect partner for yourself and coming together with someone who is really supporting you. This is actually exchange of love, energy. Lovers have that, okay? It's like positive exchange with someone that is compatible with you. We have also Hierophant here, becoming an authority. Two of Cups again. This is really love and marriage coded. This reading is full of that. So it's stability coded. So I feel like this is maybe you're destroying your idea of how a relationship should look like. Maybe you have a lot of like Hollywood programmed thoughts about a relationship, but now it's changing. Maybe you're thinking, oh, everything has to be perfect, but now you're seeing, I don't want to be like that. I want it to be a little bit goofy, for example. Okay, if that's the case. Or it can be maybe you believe that something wasn't possible for you to happen, and you're seeing right now, no, it's more than possible. Okay, we have here Page of Cups. This will actually boost some creativity within you, gentleness within you, and it's going to be like improving your offerings to outside, and it's going to be giving you more ideas about how to proceed in the future as well. Page of Swords is someone who comes up with new ideas, offers the ideas here. He has knowledge. You already have knowledge about the subject. And Page of Cups is someone who's creative, which almost like the same energy up here, but in a new subject. That's why we have pages. That what happens, this Tower moment is going to help you maybe come up with a new story, a new project, a new idea, which you see like he's holding here the sword upright. So it's like a victory moment again. It's like a moment of victory, moment of you becoming the authority. And also the Lovers in the Two of Cups just tells me that this is also bringing a lot of love into your life. This can be love, affection of the friends surrounding you, the people compatible with your energy that you're finding them. And Page of Pentacles, also love of material success. Page of Pentacles is someone who is on the road to make some material dreams come true. It can be about love too, but this is someone extremely compatible with your energy, loving, supportive, and aligning with your ideas, and also wants something for the long term. The fourth week, we have the Knight of Swords. Again, another, okay, Six of Swords is also moving from in the future, the past struggles. Knight of Swords is someone who is also intellectual. This is your energy as well. I feel like you are using your full thought power to move these projects in your hand. And Six of Swords is about moving on, leaving difficulties behind. So let's see. I want to get some keywords from here. Page of Swords is clarity that you're going to get. And then no more sitting around. It's time to be assertive and go for what you want. Okay. So the third week about maybe destructing your limiting thoughts that hold you back, and maybe that's why you haven't taken any actions about love, about your future, money, success that has been holding you back for a while now. Seems like step by step that you're maturing and like forming the ideas and like the connection, emotional connection with your desires, and creating the material stability, and then launching forward towards the direction. Six of Swords is also telling me that when you start seeing positive results, that what you want is available to you, that you have access to it, you can make it happen. Or maybe it's going to be, you're going to connect with the energy, the inspiration. You're going to walk away from the drama. You're going to walk away from the idea that, oh, it cannot happen. You're going to start to understand that everything is available to you. Everything is possible for you, okay? Let's see. We're going to pull an oracle of the shapeshifters. And then we have an angel for you and some oracle messages. Let's see what they had to say. Gemini. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. You inspire trust and confidence. I felt this in the beginning, that you are actually forming community, or community is waiting for you, your ideas, your inspiration, and you have become the protector, and you are a caretaker of the covenant for the vulnerable ones. You will now make choices that will inspire others to interact with smaller animals, children, and vulnerable ones in gentle, caring ways. So it can be about teacher, being a mentor, you using your the divine knowledge that you have already, and maybe this legacy that you're creating is opening up a school or creating like a course or a program for someone. Okay. And it's time for you to step up and protect others too. So I feel maybe you are also on the path to create like a charity environment. It is also calling. Okay, it's also calling. And start small, but you're gonna then start taking big steps and starting to see that this is something that is actually made for you. Okay, yeah, maybe your future vision. This is your destiny. Let's see your angel, and then this also have a crystal, a protective crystal. We have the Archangel Ariel. My light shines brightly. I'm self-confident and recognize my value and worth. Other people are also recognize my value and worth. I shine the light of compassion, kindness, and love from my heart. So it is really aligning with this. That's why I feel like there's so many people in this picture. And also you are embodying so many people too within this next 4 weeks. Have you been feeling down in the dumps? Do you need some enthusiasm? We have Sunstone here. This is a time of prosperity and purpose. Step into your power and be all that you were meant to be. You're aligned with the magnificence and the courage to show your splendor. So Sunstone can be, if you can get one, it's a good stone to encourage that. Also, you can use the energy of the sun, basically, if you have access to it. You can maybe wake up before the sunset and do your meditations or like real rituals, like maybe if it's about, what is that, scripting, go ahead and do that. It can be helpful. Okay, we have your another one here, child of the cosmos. Exactly what it said here too. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. You can see right there the light actually shines from you. Okay, and time to use it, it seems like. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.